Everybody, it's Psychic Hunter David. Well, it is Tuesday morning. It is a beautiful day. It's a little nippy. I'd rather be much warmer. But of course, we're at the end of summer, which is a killjoy for me, but it's there. Anyway, I am working. I do have availabilities later. I've got some running around to do today. This is sort of an intense time as we progress through the weekend, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because Saturn moves back to Pisces. And all of us have stuff that has to be cleaned up. This crap was going on for years, um, especially since Saturn was in Pisces, which is 3 years. Neptune's been there for many years, but all of this stuff has to be cleaned up. So whatever's dragging, whatever wasn't working, whatever hasn't worked, try to create a state of harmony. It's tough to do during this energy. I've said this to a lot of clients, seen it in so many people's readings. The ending. We're going to see that on a world level through the month of September, but in each one of our individual lives, things need to be ended. Things that have dragged, that have been nonsensical, where there's been lies, where there's been conflict, all of this is going to come to a head. And it's going to come to a head extremely quickly. And, there could be opportunities for us in the same breath. So you want to be able to say, okay, well, I'm open to moving forth in my experience at the same time as I'm closing this door that has just been left wide open. It's got to be closed, it's got to be dealt with, it's got to be negotiated, and this is where a lot of us are. As I said, moving forward, beyond that, we're now going to move into that eclipse. And as I said, I'd made a mistake. The eclipse in Virgo, the new moon eclipse in Virgo, is the 21st, so it's right on that cusp with Libra. So it's completing that whole Libra Aries cycle. But the full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces in the next week is really intense. So as we progress into the following week, not the September 1st Labor weekend, but the next week, we're going to see this element of something rocking foundations for a lot of us. It means things have to conclude, have to end. And remember, Saturn's back there, which is Capricorn. This could be many ways. It could be financial. It could be endings to do with debt. People could get debt cleared. It can be consolidations. It could also be that things are settled. It's a pretty intense time. And then, of course, Neptune's moving back to Pisces as well. Both of those are retrograding. They're going to go direct. They'll go direct once we get into November. And by the time we get to the end of January, February, they will go into Aries indefinitely, meaning that none of us will look back. It'll be 36 years almost before Saturn ever returns to Pisces. And as far as Neptune, none of us alive will ever experience Neptune back in Pisces. It will be for many years, upwards of 16 years in Aries. So, other than that, I'm around, I'm working. Hope you have a beautiful day. Get out and enjoy some of this sun. And a lot of people have had the harmony energy come up, and I think that's very Libra, it's very Venus, even though we're in Virgo. Pay attention to that harmony, trying to create harmony. Be open to that. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. And as I said, I'm around. Give me a ding. The special's on only until Monday the 1st.